We always wish for our kids to have a better opportunity in life than we did, and just to have somebody professional in the family. For us, somebody can call it as a lucky, but I just don't call it like that. I just call it as it was a blessing.
There was a high school counselor at Northside High School that had assisted some of the first-year students that had gotten the scholarship, and when I shared my interest in wanting to go to TCU with her, then she made sure that I applied for that scholarship. We completed our interviews, and I knew that it was about the time. Our counselor said, in a couple weeks, you all will probably find out, and they're gonna let you know by mail. And my mom would always pick me up after school. And so it was like any day now, I would always ask, like, anytime she picked me up, like, is the mail here? Is the mail here? Is anything from TCU? So she picked me up one particular day, and I opened the car door, the truck door, and sitting in the passenger seat was an envelope. And I looked at it, and it had the TCU return address on it. And so I looked at my mom, and oh my gosh, I'm sorry, crying, I'm sorry. And my mom was crying. And so it was at that moment that I knew, like, I grabbed the envelope and I opened it, and it was already open because my mom had already opened it. And I pulled out the letter, and it was, congratulations, you've got this scholarship. And so I was so ecstatic, and my family was, so proud of me being a first-generation college student. And the fact that I could come to a university that was, here in Fort Worth, and my parents knew how important it was to me, and the fact that I was going to be able to do it with essentially being debt-free, because the scholarship covered so much of the time, that it was a huge relief to my family, and it was just something that I wanted to make sure that I could do to, one, make them proud of that, but also, I knew college was always something I wanted to do, but I just didn't know if financially it was going to be possible for my family to help support during that time. So it meant a lot. The Neely School was very challenging for me in the beginning. I originally wanted to be a doctor, and so my first 2 years coming to TCU, I was actually a biology major, but then I made a D in organic chemistry, and really had to sit down with my parents, and then sit down with Dr. Thomas at the time, to really figure out what was going to be the best path for me to continue on. And so I decided that biology was not going to be it. I actually was going to minor, or have a business minor, and so I was still on track to continue to graduate in 4 years. The opportunities and the resources the Neely School has, I think, surpass any other business school that I'm aware of, at least, because of how they prepare you for interviews, how they prepare you for the real world. All the group projects that we had to do just really pushed me to continue to work outside of my comfort zone, to think outside the box, and to really challenge me to think about, okay, how would I handle this in a real world situation? Gosh, what is it? 16 years, 17 years later, now that the program still exists, I would like to think that, in the very beginning days, that, the hard work that we kind of put into the program resulted into where it's at now, and that people really believe in it, and believe in the students that come, through the program, because I think that at the end of the day, we just want to, make our families proud, and then, make TCU proud as well. My name is Lisa Cano, and I am a TCU Community Scholar.